Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Jessica, live from UK. Another live session. This is a series of question answer session I'll set up here over the weekends. So if you got any questions, you can call me on my WhatsApp number, which I've added into the comment section there. You can call me on that number and raise your queries, and I will try my best to answer your queries there. But before we get into the details and question answer sessions, a disclaimer just to ensure that I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an immigration officer. All the information I'm going to provide and ask your queries is based on my personal experience, and all the information I have basically over the past 15 years been here in the UK. So those are the information I will share with you guys. And if you need specific requirements, if you need that specific information, you need to do due diligence yourself. So shall not be considered for any financial penalties. So just to make sure this is where I am, where I stand about these sessions. So this is for your information only. I can provide whatever information I have, whatever knowledge I have gained over the years here in the UK, so I can help you with those information here. But for those who are new to my channel and they're watching me for the first time, my name is Jay Skerig. I'm a civil engineering design consultant working in the UK for the past 15 years, and I provide guidance, assistance, and help to civil engineers as well as to the students, whether that's regarding immigration to the UK or finding a job in the UK or any other sort of matter. You can raise your queries here in this session, and I'll be happy to try to answer to the best of my ability here. But please do use the WhatsApp number, which I've added in the comment section. And so we can talk as well. So not just the text messages there, please. The sole reason is I want to talk to yourself, not just our text messages, which anyone can do. So I would love to share your voices here live as well. So if you want to call me, whether you want to call me a video chat or as a voice call, I won't mind. English is not necessary. You can talk to me in Urdu, Hindi, or Pashto. I can talk in those languages as well. So English is not necessary as long as I can help you with your queries. That's the main theme actually. So raise your queries, call me on that number. I'll edit that in the comment section, and let's discuss it. Your queries, and I'm sure that's going to benefit lots of people out here as well. It's just not only for yourselves, but obviously the purpose is to benefit others as well, people like yourselves. So they would have similar question in their mind as well, so it will help those as well. So do use that number which I've added in the comment section, and let's have a chat and see who's going to be the first caller in this live session. Just to make you aware, the information I generally provided to yourselves, to the students, is through the YouTube channel, which is JK Civil Engineer YouTube channel. All the information, the videos I generally upload once a week, a video there about the latest information, what's going on in the UK. Generally those sort of information, also about the civil engineering sort of prospects, the in-demand courses, that kind of videos I generally upload it on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't visited already, do consider have a visit there, and I'm sure that's going to benefit yourselves there as well. Apart from the YouTube channel, also we have the WhatsApp groups that generally I provide the links in the comment section as well in the YouTube channel videos. So in the description there, you will find the links there. So you will find the couple of WhatsApp groups there, and that are quite useful actually. If I can't respond straight away to your queries, There are like-minded people out there as well, the other engineers and other students out there, and you can benefit from their experience in those groups as well. And everything provided is for free, so no charges at all. So the sole purpose is to share all the information, whatever I know from past experience. So that's the sole reason is to share that information with you guys. If you're facing similar problems what I faced years back here in my life, so I can share those with yourselves here. And let's see, if there's any caller, they can call me on that WhatsApp number, which I've added in the comment section. Also, I mean, if you prefer to press the like button, I won't mind. Yeah, that will give me a bit more boost. Also, subscription to the channel, that will boost the community there as well. We will try to bring more and more students and civil engineers to that channel as well, so that will boost my energy there as well. And as said, I mean, all the information, the assistance, the guidance, whether that's through the YouTube channel or through the WhatsApp groups, that's all for free. Well, I say free, but yeah, I would say at the expense of liking and subscription to the channel. That's the only expense there. And if you can do that, which is a free actually, so you can just press the like and subscribe button there. But if you want to raise any questions, I'm available. Yeah, so use that my number there, which I've added in the comment section there. Let's have a chat and let's have an open discussion about your queries there. But I will wait for the call. But let's get into the discussion about the current situation here in the UK, just to update you what's going on here in the UK. So if I get the call, obviously I'll stop my talking at that point, and then we're going to carry on with that discussion. But just to update you, the current situation in the UK is going as per the plan, as per the roadmap that's been set up a few months ago by the government, and lots of easements that already I can see here, all the shops and non-essential shops, and basically there's little restriction as we speak now. And also the next stage of easing out will be the 17th of May. There will be a lot more restriction, that will be ticked off as well. So more relaxation will be brought in as well. So we are moving in the right direction. And as we speak, the average death rate has been considerably reduced as well over the past 28 days. The average deaths are around 32 per day, that's the average death rate here in the UK. So it's considerably reduced the coronavirus impact. The only implication the UK government now is trying to restrain is the immigration of the variants from other countries. For instance, I mean, the recent ones from India, the variants that's been discovered, and that is the sole purpose why India has been added to the red list from the 23rd of April as well. That was the sole purpose actually, to restrain and basically restrict that immigration of the variants here in the UK. And internally, everything are going as per the plan. The vaccination are well ahead of the plan as well. Actually, majority of the people, I would say, population, they've already been vaccinated, and it's going really smoothly. And as said, the next phase of easing out will be the 17th of May, and very likely the universities will go live as well, like face-to-face interaction will happen from 17th of May. That is the anticipation as we speak now. Obviously, that will depend on the time. I mean, if it goes is going as we speak now, if there's no more variation until then that will be the case. But the next phase after the May, there will be the 21st of June. That's where all the restrictions, they will be waived out as well. So let's see who's on the call here, and we will carry on from there on. Hello, you're live with JK. Do you wanna share your name and your location, please?
Yeah, my name is Taimur, and I'm currently studying PhD here and living in London at the moment.
Hello, Taimur. How are you? You okay, brother?
I'm good, thank you, brother. How are you?
Not too bad, and I presume you are enjoying the sun as well, like myself, actually. So it's quite nice weather.
It's very good. Yeah, it's very nice weather.
Yeah, so how can I help you, Taimur?
I think so. I've discussed this question in the group as well, but still just need one more clarification about the PSW. And I saw a video in which you clearly said that it will count in the 10 years long residency, but I just need the clarification that why does it say on the UKVI website that the time spent on graduate immigration load will not count towards settlement? So can you just clarify that?
Yes, absolutely. I can clarify that. Any more questions, or is that the one?
No, that's fine. I'll cut the call and come on the live YouTube session. Yeah?
Great. Thank you very much, Taimur. Yeah, I'll answer your question there. Thank you. Right, brother. Thank you very much for your call, first of all. And as said previously as well, I did mention that in the 10 years route, which is the long route settlement, in that case, it does count. The PSW does count. In that, in 10 years route, actually, even your student duration or period, even that counts as well under that 10. So it counts the time you come here to the UK on legally, basically. If you stay legally here in the UK for 10 years continuously, that counts for that 10 years, basically. So that includes your student, or whether that's PSW or any other work visa you have. So that all counts up to that 10 years, basically, everything included. But in terms of the 5 years route, that's where actually the gov.uk website, I mentioned about that. I will carry on with that question. My apologies. I will take that question first, from another brother here. So I'll carry on with that one. Hello, brother. You are live with JK. Would you mind to share your name and your location, please?
Yes, sir. My name is Muhammad Rais Tahir. You can call me Rais. I am from Pakistan.
Hello, Rais, brother. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. First of all, thank you so much for attending my call. And Ramadan Mubarak, sir.
To you too. Thank you much. Yep.
Sir, I have a few questions.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pursue my master's in UK.
Mm-hmm.
Incoming intake, September intake. Sir, what are the job opportunities in Scotland side, like Glasgow, Edinburgh? Sir, my first question is this. And what about, sir, if or September intake of 2021, or we should go for January 22?
Okay. Yeah.
And sir, third one is what if UK didn't remove Pakistan or India from red band list till September ending, then what should we do after that?
Right. Okay. Red list countries by September. I got your questions, brother. Stay online on the YouTube, so I'll answer all those questions there. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks for your call. Thank you. Cheers, brother. Thank you, brother, for your call. But I will carry on with the question from Taimur about the settlement. So I already explained for the 10 years route, actually that counts. Basically, the PSW period does count in that 10 years when you go for settlement. But the PSW, actually, where it says it doesn't count, that comes for when you go for the 5 years route. So in that sense, the 5 years only counts when you get the skilled worker visa. That only counts basically when you shift from the PSW to the skilled worker visa. Then you have to spend 5 years on that skilled worker visa, and that's where your settlement counts. So in that sense, the PSW doesn't count in that case. So there are two routes generally. I mean, you go for settlement, either the 10 years or the 5 years. So it's completely up to yourself how you can manage that yourself. Whether if it's near, basically, if you've been studying the PhD, obviously you mentioned that. So certainly you already spent quite a long time there. And if you basically, that would be easy for you to go on the 10 years route rather than the basically the 5 years route, which only accounts the skilled worker visa only for the 5 years. You need to stay on that. So that means even when you complete the PhD, plus after that the PSW, for instance, say 4 years PhD plus 2 years PSW, so that becomes 6 years, and then you get the skilled worker visa. So on the skilled worker visa, you only need 4 years basically to complete the whole 10 years. So 4 years plus 2 years PSW plus 4 years on the skilled worker, that will make you 10 years. and then after that you can apply for the settlement on 10 years route basis. But if you don't want to go on that 10 years, then you have to come on skilled worker visa, that 5 years on that basically, and that's where you get to the settlement basically based on the skilled worker visa, and in that case it doesn't count the PSW. So there's just that's the minor sort of difference between the 10 years and 5 years route. Obviously, generally, for those people they're coming for like a 1 year masters, it's easy to go on the 5 years route. It's easy basically once you have done the masters, so you can go straight onto the skilled worker visa, and that basically accounts for your settlement there, and the PR straight away there. So I hope that clarifies your question there, Timur. Right, the next question, that came from Brother Breeze. The first question was about the MSc. He's coming, he's planning to come in September, and he's asking for job opportunities in Scotland, Edinburgh, and Glasgow. So, brother, in terms of the job opportunities, I was basically discussing the current situation in the UK. Obviously, we are going towards normality, and that's obviously that is positive for opportunities as well. So everything will be live, and all the businesses they will be running live from September onwards. That is the current anticipation. So I'm pretty hopeful that situation will be a lot better than obviously what we had actually in the past year or two. Basically, but the situation certainly will be a lot more improved. So there will be opportunity available in terms of specific Edinburgh, Glasgow. Obviously, they are the big cities in Scotland, and I would say there will be opportunity definitely there. They are the main cities in the Scotland, and definitely you will find your way out there. The second question was about September 2021 intake or January 2022 intake. Which one is better? So as said, actually, we are moving towards normality, and I'm pretty certain, I mean, the way it's going currently, by September, everything will be back to normal here in the UK. And I don't see a point, I mean, actually delaying if you're already planning out the September session 2021. So I don't see a point, I mean, delaying from there on. But there's another call, so I will just keep disturbing you guys, I mean, for your answers here. But let's take this call first. Hello, you are live on the JK, and would you mind to share your name and your location, please?
Yeah, my name is Sachin Vasist, and I'm from India.
Can you repeat your name, please?
Sachin.
Sachin. It's not Sachin
right.
Tendolkar, yeah? Is it just
right, Sachin.
Sachin, okay.
Yeah, and I'm from India.
Yeah. Hello, Sachin. How can I help you?
Yeah, I just wanted to know the career of logistic and supply chain management in UK.
Logistic and supply chain.
And some of the good universities for this course.
Universities, brother, this is let me tell you straight away that obviously it's not my specialty, but I can give you some sort of answers there. So stay online.
And want to know some information about Hull City, if you have any idea.
Hull City, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so stay online. Yeah, I'll respond to your queries there. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for the call. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you, Sachin. I will respond to your queries here, but before yourself, there was questions from Reyes from Pakistan, and I'll carry on with that one. So September or 2021 session or January 2022 session. So as I was saying, the January 2021, I can see that will be more suitable. By that time, everything will be face-to-face and as normal as pre-COVID we had the situation here. So I'm pretty certain that that will be the best option rather than delaying it to the next session there. And obviously September is the main session here as well in the UK. So lots of people actually from around the globe, basically, they come in September session here as well. So you will have more interface with the international community in September session rather than in the January. So I would prefer, the September session, because I don't see any sort of drawbacks, where we are currently. So I hope that clarifies that question. The third question was the red list. red list countries, if Pakistan, India has not been removed from the red list countries, what the prospects will be. So for the red list countries, brothers, both India, Pakistan currently they are in the red list countries, but that doesn't mean students are banned. The long-term visa holder that can still come to the UK, but the only difference is they have to do the hotel quarantine, which is the government controlled quarantine system actually, and unfortunately students have to pay for that as well. That's the only difference. If they are out of the red list country, the students still needs to quarantine, but that will be at their own place or with their family, friends, or the student accommodation. That will be the only difference. So still, obviously, currently both Pakistan, India is in the red list countries. Still, people are coming. Actually, the students are traveling. Even dependents that can travel as well. As long you have the long-term visa, there's no ban. The flights and that's still operations, and the borders are still open. So nothing has changed. The only change is the 10 days hotel quarantine, basically, which basically some extra cost on yourself. So that's the only difference. So it doesn't matter whether it's in red list countries by September or not. You can still come to the UK, but obviously you would have more cost. Obviously, you have to pay for that hotel quarantine. I hope that clarifies your question. The next call was from Sachin and from India, and he asked about the logistic and supply chain opportunities and the best universities basically for those courses. So unfortunately, Sachin, I can't advise you on something which I'm not competent about. So I need to be clear that obviously it's not my cup of tea, logistics, supply chain. But I would advise the job portals actually. Some of the main job portals here in the UK, you can search on those one, and that will give you some sort of gauge. I mean, how much requirements and how much job opportunities there are actually in the UK. Obviously, you are expert and you are studying the same course. You can search for the relevant subjects there in the job portals, which are obviously LinkedIn is the main one, and the others are like CV Library, Indeed.com, Total Jobs. These are the main three, I would say. Search your relevant jobs there, and that will give you the gauge basically how much requirements for these jobs are here. In terms of the universities, I do say basically to yourselves, it doesn't matter whether basically you're doing from a low cost university or a high end university. Obviously, the difference when you do from the top, really like the Oxford, Cambridge, that's completely a detail. But otherwise, the rest of the universities, they all comes under age scale, and doesn't matter where you do your degree from. When it comes to the job, basically when you try to find the job, generally the employer or the recruiter, they don't even ask what university you did your master's from, because they all under the same sort of they need to abide by the same rules. I mean, all the universities, and they provide the standard sort of education there. So it doesn't matter. I generally say, if you can save some bucks, basically or go to the cheap universities, that's a good option. You can save some money there, because when it comes to the jobs, and it all depends on your skill set. As long you have the skills there, that's where you're going to get the job. It doesn't matter where you did your master's from, so it doesn't account at all. Trust me, I've done my master's, and so far in the past 15, 16 years, I hardly heard anyone asking me where I did my master's from. So it doesn't matter where you do your master's from; they all basically under the same sort of rules. They need to provide you the gold standard sort of education, and I must say that they are really high standard education you're going to get here in the UK. You asked about the specific section, Hull City. Hull City, I would say it's not in terms of the security sort of side. It's not on the top sort of list. Actually, it's quite a D grade sort of list, I would say, Hull. But it doesn't mean it's most of the crime and that kind of stuff there. But obviously, if you compare the safest sort of cities like Bristol and all other cities, if you compare with those ones, Hull comes down the grade. But you won't have any issues as such. I mean, if you obviously they are quite specific sort of issues there. I mean, which won't affect as a student as long you remain within your boundary. Obviously, you coming here as a student and you are here for studies here. As long you stick to that rules as well, so you won't have any problem, any issues with that. And how actually, I'm sure you can. It's one of the city as well. There's a difference between the cities and town. Obviously, Hull is a city, and I'm sure it's the bigger sort of a picture. So you will have the opportunities there for the part-time jobs as well there. And in the cities is more in the cities rather than in the towns. So that's the difference. Actually, you would have more opportunities in the cities, but obviously they account slightly in terms of more expensive as well if you're living right at the heart of the city rather than in remote sort of towns, which you have little sort of opportunities there, but obviously you can waive the expenses there. So I hope it's not unfortunately not a straightforward answer what you wished for, but that's all I know about the logistic and supply chain, unfortunately. And let's see, we have another caller here. Let's see what's the questions here. Hello, you are live with JK. Would you share your name and your location, please? Hello?
I am Vignesh from India, sir.
Hello, Vignesh. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Not too bad. Thank you very much for your call, first of all. And what you wanna ask actually on this session?
Sir, what are the cheapest area in England, sir? I need to know what are the areas for affordable for students.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have another question, sir. What is the difference between structural engineer and construction manager, sir? What is the preferred course for a fresher?
Construction management and structural. Yeah.
Yes, sir. What is preferable for a fresher, sir? Is structural engineering or construction project management?
Okay. Any more question?
That's all, sir. That's all.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You, sir. Thank you for your more information, and I support your YouTube channel, sir. It's very
Thank you.
for me, sir.
Thank you, brother. And stay online. I will respond to your questions there. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Right, Vignesh. So the first question, from yourself was the cheapest or most affordable area in the UK. Well, that's really interesting, actually. Obviously, generally, I would say London and Edinburgh, they are really the high, top-notch sort of cities there. Obviously. When we say expensive, obviously that comes with more opportunities as well. So you need to account for both. So if you're going with the expensive area, then you have more opportunities. And if you're going for the cheap or low end sort of areas, then you have less opportunities. But I must say, Birmingham is one of the city and also some areas of Manchester as well. You will find quite reasonable, affordable areas there as well. And obviously the cities, they are after London, actually Birmingham and Manchester, these are the other two big cities here in England, so in the UK. So they are, I would say, more affordable sort of areas there. So and they have like Birmingham have 3 universities there. Similarly, Manchester have 3 to 4 universities as well. So they will be the best bet basically if you're looking for more affordable areas. I live myself basically in Birmingham area as well. So it's, I would say, so far wherever I live in different places in the UK, I found Birmingham is basically the more affordable area. And also it's a big sort of Asian community as well. I don't encourage you to go specific to Asian community, but it's your choice. But I would say more affordable. Also, there are 3 universities, 3 Birmingham. You can check there. I'm sure find out the more cost-effective sort of universities there as well. Similarly, Manchester. So I hope that will give you, and they are the main sort of cities as well. So even if you try to stay there in long term as well, definitely you will have more opportunities there in the long term as well. in those cities. So I hope that cleared the first question. The second question was the difference between construction management and structural engineering. Right, brother. So they are completely different sort of, two topics. So construction management is complete straight away you going into the site. Basically, you are relating to construction with a contractor. So before I answer that, I think it would be good if I just explain the difference between the different stakeholders. I mean, in terms of in the construction industry, so we would have the client, consultant, and contractor. These are the three main actually stakeholders in the construction industry. So the client is the one who wants a project. Basically, he wants some high-rise building or a bridge. So that would be the client. And the next, actually, he will ask the consultant to design that. Basically, whatever the desire from the client is, they will go to the consultant and they will have a contract for that. And all the design will be done by the consultant. So they would be like, I mean, office space generally. So they will do all the design basically as a consultancy, like the big consultancy. I can say Atkins, Arup, AECOM, AMI. These are like big WSP, big consultancy. They operate here. So they are operating from office, basically, all the design that will be done in the office. The third stakeholder comes the contractor. They are the ones who build actually that project for the client on site. Obviously, there are interfaces between the consultant contractor, but obviously these are the main stakeholders. So if we talk about the construction management, so that means you are concerned with a contractor, that deal on site basically. So you will be required to be more on site rather than in the office, and that's the difference basically. So you'll be required to have more sort of knowledge in terms of the communication, health and safety, and also obviously you need to have the technical knowledge of construction, how to build, basically how to read the drawings, and these kind of things. That's where you need to go in the contracting side. So that is the construction management. For the structural engineering, that's more design, basically analysis, design, and that come with the consultant. So you will stay in the consultancy. So it's completely up to yourself, basically, where you end up yourself into. Do you like to be like in the office environment, and do you like basically lots of calculation, drawings, development? I mean, that kind of stuff. If you like that, obviously the best choice is to go with the structural engineering. Otherwise, if you like the open environment, basically do the construction activities and being on site, then the best choice is to go with the construction management. So I hope, I mean, that gives you the difference between the construction management and the structural engineering. What would I prefer for fresher? I always say, I mean, whoever asks me this question, I always say, go with the whatever your future looks like. I mean, I can't dictate your future, if I'm honest. In terms of job opportunities, they are equally distributed, whether that's structural engineering or construction management. They are well in demand here in the UK. So wherever you end up yourself into, there will be a good place there. I'm pretty certain, you can find yourself here in the construction industry. But I can't say, go for the structural engineering. Obviously, I don't know your background, whether you like the calculation, lots of, sort of that kind of software uses, design and that kind of stuff. If you like that, obviously, that is the best choice. Go with the structural engineering. Otherwise, if you like, being on site and being outside all day out, day in, basically. So you should prefer the construction management. Vignesh, I hope this gives you a bit of information to tailor your future. But unfortunately, I can't say, the preference. Obviously, I did structural engineering in master's in structural engineering. That was time, and I loved at the time, and not now, but when I was doing it, that was my choice. So I did structural engineering at the time. But obviously I didn't work actually practically. I didn't work in structural engineering. So I always work in civil engineering. And that's where my sort of complete attention that they're diverted from there. And I worked for the past 15, 16 years. I've been working in the civil engineering industry. So I didn't work as such in the structural engineering. That's one thing you should gauge from here as well. Even if you do your master's degree in a specific subject, that's the beauty of the industry here in the UK. You can basically shift to another industry. Well, it's still within the same range, basically still civil engineering overall, overarching sort of, the discipline is civil engineering, but you can still go into the civil engineering, even the highway engineering sort of side as well, whether railways another sector as well. So you can go into different sort of direction. Obviously, generally it will depend wherever you get the opportunity, you will go stick to that. And that's exactly what I did as well at the time. My first opportunity, I got the first offer from the railway industry, actually railway consultant. And that's where I started my career there. And until now, 15, 16 years later on, I'm still in the railway industry. So that's how it plays, basically. So I'm still in the railway industry. I still play basically in the same industry. And it's completely up to yourself where you want to end up yourself into, whether you want to go with the construction. Obviously, if you stick to that, I'm sure, with the contractor, you can settle in quite easily there. So thank you very much, guys, for your questions. And I can see a lot of messages there as well. Brothers, please call me. I don't bite. I'm sure, the people, they already call me. You can consult them. I don't bite on the call. So just speak to me, talk to me. Call me on that number. If you don't have the number, it's added in the comment section there. And let's have a chat. Let's have a call, actually. So it's quite pleasing. Some of the guys already called here. It benefits the whole people that they're watching here as well. It's not just yourself, obviously. I really appreciate you are asking the question here. You are basically facing the beat here, but obviously the people that they're watching here, they are benefiting from those calls as well, from those questions. They would have similar questions here, and it clarifies their doubts there as well. So let's see some of the question while we are waiting for another call in the comment section. So there's Amanwell. I'm a student dependent visa holder. Shall I come direct London or come in the UK via Turkey? Which will be cheaper? If I will come through Turkey, is it necessary to again quarantine in the UK? Right. Okay, brother. First of all, dependent. You can still come. I mean, that's the first thing from a red list country. If you're coming from India, so you can still come. The cheap option, brother. Obviously, it all depends. Obviously, if you're, it all depends from the whatever flights you are taking, and whether you're staying quite a long time in Turkey. That's the transit again. So I can't say which one would be cheaper. It all depends. You need to check the flights there. Still, in terms of the quarantine, I believe Turkey is not on the red list. I may be wrong. Someone can guide me and basically stay there. I mean, if you know more than me, I believe Turkey is not on the red list, but I may be wrong. Please correct me in the comment section. If that is the case, so the alternative option would be for yourself, if you can stay in Turkey for, say, 10 days there, and you arrive from Turkey to the UK, so you don't have to do the hotel quarantine in that case. That is my understanding. But as long, I mean, Turkey is not in the red list. I mean, that's the first thing. And you still have to quarantine, by the way, but you have to quarantine in your your family and friends or any other places. I mean, you have arranged. You have to quarantine for 10 days in that places if you're traveling from Turkey, even from there. Other requirements are obviously whoever wish to come here. The other requirements you still needs to be abide by, like, I mean, the negative COVID test. You still have to do it, whether you are from red list countries or non-red list countries. You still have to do and show that as well. So you need to make sure if you're staying in Turkey, you still have to do that negative COVID test done. That's 3 days before you are arriving in the UK, basically. So you need to arrange that as well in the Turkey. And other requirement is the passenger locator form. You need to fill that as well. The third requirement is you need to book your COVID test pack, which you need to test yourself on the 2nd and 8th day of your arrival in the UK. So these are the other requirements. Doesn't matter whether you are coming from red list countries or non-red list countries, you still have to abide by all the other rules as well. So in terms of the brother Aman, the cheapest option, obviously you need to go through and search for the flights, and obviously if that works, Turkey works for you for 10 days, obviously you have to do hotel and everything there as well. You need to compare all your expenses there as well. If that works out for yourself, that's better option. But obviously if you're coming straight to the UK from India, you have to pay for that to £1,750 for the 10 days hotel quarantine. And by the way, that does include the COVID test pack as well. So it does, and also it does include your transit from the airport to the hotel, all the food and all the beverages, everything that's included in that fee, basically £1,750. And by end of the 10-day, you will be escorted back to the basically wherever you've been taken from the airport. So you will be brought back here to that airport as well, and you have to make your way from that airport. That's generally the rule, basically, if you are hotel quarantining. So everything is a full-fledged sort of package for £1,750. So basically transiting, food and stay, everything, the COVID test pack, that's all included in that. So whatever suits yourself, basically you can compare the different options there, brother. I hope that helps. Right, the next question, let's talk. Aslam Pasha, Assalamu alaikum, brother. I want to do my master's in architectural online. Please suggest me in which university I should apply. Can anyone help me for admission? Brother, online, I don't know. I mean, if any other brothers, I mean, they know more than me. But obviously, if you're doing online, you will not be eligible for the PSW. I mean, if that is your intention, not to come to the UK completely, just do the degree. That's good enough. But obviously, if you're doing online, you will not be eligible for the PSW. That is my understanding, but it's I'm not sure about the best university or online courses, if I'm honest. But I'm sure, you can search on Google. Google is our best friend, and you can search there basically who can provide you online courses in architecture. Unfortunately, can't provide you a straightforward answer there, brother. The next question from Sanju Sapra. My apologies if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Right. Hi, sir. Hope you are well. Thank you very much. My fiance has 8 years of front-end developer experience and want to apply for me. My fiance is front-end developer. Does her skills come under shortage occupation list, and how difficult is for front-end developers to acquire tier 2 sponsored jobs? First of all, Sanju, Sanud Sapra. First of all, the shortage of occupation list, simply go on the gov.uk website, or even make it more simple. Go on to the Google and search for shortage of occupation list UK, and that will give you the whole list. Basically, you can do your search. Obviously, I'll do exactly the same way you're asking here, so you can do yourself there and search it, whether that's in their sort of domain there, the occupation list. But in terms of developer, I'm pretty certain there's a huge demand, and I believe that is on the shortage occupation list. But please do check that list there, and I'm sure developers, there's a huge demand here in the IT sector. So I'm sure it can settle in. You can say with the 8 years of experience as well. Obviously, the best thing would be to just gauge the how much opportunities we have in the UK. It's not just for the IT sector, even other sectors as well. If you're thinking long term, I would say you can gauge that from these job portals, which I've stated earlier as well. I would just repeat the same, like CV Library, Indeed.com, the TotalJobs.com, and obviously LinkedIn is the main. So you can search basically whatever jobs you intend to come here for. You search the jobs on these portals, and that will give you basically a scope of how much requirements here, how much job opportunities here in the UK are, and I'm sure that will give you confidence here beforehand before you come to the UK. And Sanuj, unfortunately, that's all I know about your case. Let's see other questions. Brothers, I'm still waiting for the call. Come on, talk to me. And I'm sure, yeah, you can dial that number, which I've added in the comment section. Let's see who's... Captain MS Dhoni. Is that the real MS Dhoni, or is it just a fake one, brother? Can you just, first of all, yeah, my question is, can you confirm that is that the real Captain MS Dhoni? Right. So the question is, everybody's going for MSc in Construction Project Management course. Is there lots of job available for this course? My friends are suggesting me to move USA. Right, brother. Right. So in terms of the job opportunities, I do say, yeah, jobs are here. How to get the job? It's completely a different ballgame. I said, I mean, the job market is completely different than the Asian or Middle Eastern. It all depends on your skills, basically. Simple as that. Once you have done your master's degree, that makes you eligible to apply for the job. I always said that, basically. And when it comes to the actual jobs and interview stage, it all depends on your skill, what you can provide to the employer. Simple as that, basically, brother. If you have the skills there to actually provide that to service to the employer, you will get the job. And it doesn't matter whether your degree is basically from a low or cheap sort of cost, or is it from Oxford or Cambridge. It doesn't matter at all. It all depends what you can provide, what you can assist, yeah, the employer, because they're all businesses here. All they want, whether you can deliver the work. And generally, I say when you search for the jobs, there are quite specific actually description here. When you click on the job, basically on these job portals, there will be description there what actually the employee wants. And it will be very specific requirements, especially, I mean, I would say for the graduates, there will be stuff like the soft skills, presentation, communication, health and safety. I mean, these will be the requirements. Obviously, if you're going in the sort of design side, you should have the basic knowledge of softwares, the calculations. You should have those information or those sort of skill set. As long you can show and you can express those in the interview, you're going to get the job. Trust me, the employer, they won't ask you basically provide me this certificate, that qualification. Trust me, it doesn't work that way. So it completely 100% dependent on your skill set. I mean, as long you check those requirements, whatever the actually whatever the employer is looking for, as long you can provide them those services. It doesn't matter whether you are immigrant, you are a student, or you are basically here the local. It doesn't matter. It's no discrimination as such. As long as you provide the service, you get the job. So in terms of your friends suggesting to move to USA, I can't say about that sort of option. Obviously, I haven't been to USA and I don't know the job market, if I'm honest. So it's up to yourself. I can only talk from the UK perspective. I can guide you out from the UK perspective how you can figure out your jobs and how does the system works here. So I hope that give you some clarification how to find a job. And even if there's hundreds of people that they are doing the MSc project management, it doesn't mean everyone is doing at the same scale. Some would be lower, some won't apply for more jobs than the others, or some would have more skills. And when they gonna apply, are they really hard work if they're looking for that jobs all the time, basically? So it all depends. So you don't compare yourself with others, 100 others. You just gauge yourself, basically, where you want to end up yourself. If you say you're doing MSc in construction management, that's what you want to end up yourself, your future looks like with that sort of course, and you want to do that, basically, just concentrate on that, brush up your skills, and trust me, you're going to get there. I have done it, and I'm not special. If I can do it, you can do it as well, brother. I hope that clarifies. And I'm not the real Donny. Thanks for your response. Right, okay. I was quite actually jubilant that I can see Donny is asking me a question, but you disappointed me, brother, there. But thank you very much for asking the question. Let's see who else asked the question. Venkat Bharadwaj. Apart from London, which cities have good job market in the UK? Brother, job markets throughout the UK, they are pretty much consistent, I would say, whether that's Birmingham or that's Manchester. Obviously, these are the main cities, basically, Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, Leeds. These are the main sort of, the big cities, Cardiff in Wales, and Edinburgh, Glasgow. You would find a basically equal sort of share in terms of the job opportunities. And I must add here, people, like yourself, generally ask me whether, if they stay in London, whether they're going to get the final sort of job there as well. It doesn't necessarily mean, basically, if you're doing a degree in London, you have to stay for the rest of your life there. It's quite easy, basically, to end if you get a job offer from, basically, if studying in London, you got a job offer from Scotland in Edinburgh or Glasgow. It's quite easy to just transit there. It's not hard. I've done it myself, basically, being one city, moving from one city to the other. Within 3 to 4 hours, you're going to be complete from one end to the other end, basically. So don't compare that with India. Basically, India is, I would say, the whole UK. You can cater that in just one of the Indian state. Actually, that's the size of the UK here. So don't assume if you're coming in one city, basically, if you're coming to study, for instance, in Birmingham, and you're just thinking you're going to be there forever. It won't work that way, basically. When it comes to finding the job, you need to apply. Obviously, priority would be Birmingham, but you have to scale up your vision, basically, anywhere in the UK. And it's not hard to move from one city to the other. And that's exactly what I've done. In my experience, I've been in Manchester, I've been in Birmingham, I'm currently in Swindon, I've been in York, basically, and that's all from jobs, basically. For different jobs, I've moved to different cities, and it's quite easy. If you're renting in somewhere in Birmingham, you can do the rent basically in other cities as well, as long as you don't have your own home. You are not restricted. Just move around. Basically, that's the simple answer. So it doesn't restrict you there. I hope that clarifies your question there, Venkat. Right. Let's see. Brothers, I'm still waiting for the call. If you're just joining in, please, if you like the information, I would love to see some more likes. And obviously, if you're new to the channel, actually you are on first time here, please do subscribe to my channel as well, and I'm sure you will find some useful videos there, useful information there. And I always encourage you guys to get engaged, and if you want more relevant content there as well, I would be happy to actually just basically provide you those content. Obviously, I'm really struggling to find more and more contents. Obviously, that's why I've started this regular sort of question answer session, so I can go straight and answer your queries here. And it's working currently, but obviously I would like to have more calls. Actually, that was the main theme. I wanted you to talk to me. Trust me, I don't bite. Trust me, I don't bite. You can ask the guys, who already talked to me here. trust me, I didn't bet in them. So call me on that number. If you don't know the number, it's in the comment section, the top comment basically in the comment section. Call me on that number and ask your question. Let's see who else here asked the questions here. Right. So again, yeah, it's from Sanuj Sapra. I hope, yeah, this time, yeah, I have pronounced it correctly. Thank you, sir, for your answer. One more question is, we all know that the PSW can be availed only once. That's correct. If my wife gets PSW once, she completes her degree and I will get PSW dependent. Question continues. Then if I want to apply for student visa and completes degree, then can I get PSW? Wow, as a main applicant, keeping in my mind that I already had PSW dependent. Well, brother, well, Sanuj, I don't know. It's a very good question, very logical question. But why would you go back and forth into the first question would be why would you go back and forth actually getting the PSW and going back to universities and get more qualifications? Yeah, the rules does say, just for your information, that you only can have the PSW once. So whether you're going to get again as a man applicant, it's doubtful. I'm doubtful about. Yeah, I would say. I mean, if you have as a dependent, you had a that opportunity. I will doubt you can get again, basically. But I may be wrong. But this is just thinking from the logic. Obviously, you're bending the rules here. Basically, you get the PSW, you have the opportunity already. You have extended as a dependent based on that, basically the PSW 2 years, and you are just bending the rule, going back to basically university and again applying for the PSW. I doubted that would be the case, but I may be wrong. Obviously, please do consult the immigration officers. They may be, but in terms of the PSW, I must add, currently only that there's some rules or only, so it's not been basically the law as such. So there's no specific rules, as you said here. There's no specific rules for this sort of case. But just from thinking from logically, I would say, you won't be eligible because you already had the opportunity and you already availed the opportunity to get that PSW for 2 years stay in the UK. I'm not sure if I satisfied you. Just say in the comment there. Yeah, sorry, that's all I know. I'm not an expert, by the way. All I'm sharing is from the gov.uk website, brothers and sisters, and whoever you're watching here. I always say, do visit the gov.uk website. That is like a Bible here in the UK. So whatever information I generally provide and share with you guys in my videos as well, that is straight from the gov.uk website, and you need to do the same basically. Rather than I provide you there, when you go there and search yourself, that will give you more confidence there as well. Basically, straight away you see the authentic information there, which is basically the government website, and whatever is there is the law basically. Whatever is there is the correct information there, so you don't need to ask anyone. And even my job will be gone as well. Obviously, if everyone goes on the gov.uk website, that means I would have no videos more. And that's where I'm here. Just talking to yourself live, brother. I'm still waiting for a call. Come on, call me. Just see who's going to be on call. And otherwise, I need to just close it out. I think we had enough sort of chat here. But thank you very much, guys, for all those who get engaged actually with this session, and for raising the questions here. And obviously, I mean, if you are liking the information, I would like to press the like, and also if you're new to the channel, please do press the subscribe button. I'm sure you will find the least one of the video that will be benefit for yourself as well. And I'm sure in the future as well, if you ask for the relevant sort of content, I'm eager to basically see from yourself as well. If you just ask, but what information, what sort of video you want me to capture in the future as well. So that will be my content as well for the future videos. But in terms of all this information, and also for those who are new, I generally run a couple of the WhatsApp groups as well. If you don't know already, the links are generally in the video's description. You can join those groups as well. If I can't answer straight away your queries there on the WhatsApp group, we are all like-minded, basically engineers and students over there, and I'm sure that they're brilliant people there, and they can answer you straight away. And I generally get away answer the questions there. Generally, the other basically competent people, the students, they're already going through and have the experience. They share their stories there as well, and they answers whatever you ask there. So do join those groups as well there. And I'm sure it's for your benefit, and it's free, by the way, so it's not costing you anything. The only cost is you have to press the like and subscribe button. That's the only expense here. So as long you're good with that expense, you can join for free there. And I believe with that note, I should cut off the call, because you're not asking any more questions. So again, finally, thank you very much for your participation in this session. And if you like the content, basically similar content you want to ask in the future as well, I will carry on the list over the weekends, because that's the only time I can get some time out for an hour or so we can have a chat. But I would wish to have a chat basically on the WhatsApp rather than through the so don't shy, because I don't bite. Trust me. With that note, thank you very much. Have a good life, and have a good session wherever you are. And God bless you. Safe, and keep smiling. Thank you very much.